shops that contain spare tires. 4 in total. The damage is estimated to about hundreds of millions of francs CFA. Flames are still visible, as you can see on the screen. The fire, which lasted for an hour before firefighters agents were able to arrive on scene, extended to these Gondo market makeshift stands, where it rendered 4 stands to ashes and 2 stands destroyed, with each stand estimated at about 800,000 francs CFA. According to eyewitnesses, the prompt deployment of neighbors to the scene has stopped the fire to spread further. No human life was lost, but these victims are wondering how to make life all over again. Another shocking sex scandal has emerged in Cameroonian football as Toujours, the Garoua, suspend one of his officials amidst allegations of sexual blackmail and harassment. The scandal brings to light a deeply rooted practice that seems to be prevalent in various football clubs across the country and Africa. Fro William Waynes carried out the investigations and now reports.
The recent sex scandal involves Toujours of Garoua, whose technical director has been suspended as investigations on a suspected same-sex scandal goes on. Meanwhile, a former player of a 4th division club side who elected anonymity says he was harassed by one of his team officials. That harassment pushed him out of the team. The reason is because most of them want glory. The devil, when he proposes to give you this, you are to give your soul in return. And once you have started, there is no turning back. And in order to stay on, they ask you to initiate others. It is a chain. Another professional player, also opting for non-disclosure, sheds light on the prevalent practices in the world of football, saying, truth be told, the world of football is a very dark one. You can't make it to the top without doing some shady things. It will never end. In an investigative report published on the 3rd of November 2022, French journalist Romain Molina documented numerous cases of sexual abuse committed by football officials, highlighting the reasons why the practice still continues. Many victims are scared of speaking out. As for the male footballers, they are ashamed, and also there are powerful football clubs with strong political systems, and on the other side are vulnerable young persons who do not know who to turn to. According to a sports journalist,
sexual scandals in the world of football is not something new, be it at Toujours of Garoua or in any other club in the world. But I believe solely that if nothing has been done today, the issue will continue and might continue till eternity.
He says silence is not the way out.
Keeping silent is not helping the situation. Rather, it keeps on digging and digging very deep. We just pray that victims of sexual scandals, both female and male categories of football or in any other sport discipline in Cameroon, they should learn to speak out.
With the temporary suspension of the technical director of one of Cameroon's leading football clubs, there are expectations the issue of sexual harassment will come to an end.
And hundreds of persons in the village of Mbekwo, a Mamfe southwest region, came on Thursday morning to answer to a call from a clergy to pray for peace in the land. For this, after the massacre of more than 24 persons that walked around the village like pilgrims to a holy land. Kejang Henry Atembe reports.
Mbekwo village remains on the spotlight after the shooting spree that led to the death of more than 24 persons. In an unusual outing, the villagers, the clergy, the municipal authorities, the custodians of the tradition converge on Thursday, November 9, 2023 for a cleansing ceremony to appease the spirits of those crying in the Mother Earth.
Wherever the evil are, open. And let it swallow them. Let the earth open for them to be swallowed. For the scripture is written, it said, the measure you measure for others, that same measure shall be measured. We decree and declare. No man has been given a right to take the life of another. And whoever raises his hand over another shall go for it.
The people walked the length and breadth of the village, going round the massacre site 7 times, holding mud in their palms and praying.
I would like to tell everybody that as you are having the mud on your hand, lift it up there with your right hand.
Reminiscence of the 1960 Sharpeville massacre, the Gbekwa shooting grossly violates the right to life, the right to respect others, the right to be free from harsh treatment, and the right against discrimination.
I want, first, before I make my declaration, to thank everybody who has made up time to be here this morning to respond to the call of the prophet. I want also to say that whether it was marching from the spot to anywhere and coming back or marching around, the essential thing has been done.
The blood of those killed has stained the soil, but the people of Agbeko remain resolute to stand as one man against all odds.
All what we cry for is peace in our land. Peace in our land. Peace in the nooks and crannies of Manu division. That this act shall not repeat itself.
They pray for peace, peace and only peace to return to Mamfe.
And real estate experts have launched a major project aimed at improving real estate procedural legislation in Cameroon. This was launched in Douala today during a press briefing to announce the first edition of the Real Estate Forum, which will be held from April the 2nd to April 5, 2024 in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé. Our reporter Saleh Sharifa was part of that gathering. Her story.
There has been an increased demand for housing services, land properties, and a need for increased provision of better infrastructures. Many Cameroonians do not venture into this sector of business because of the high risk involved with its dealings.
Most problem concerning all companies' activities around. You have problem with farmers, you have problem with wood exploitants. You have problem with even telephonic company. I'm talking about those antennas you see everywhere on the building. And you have even the way people are building.
Actors in the Real Estate Forum are putting heads together to remedy the situation at hand. Reason why engineers must accompany builders through exchanges related to real estate legislation.
Les experts qui vont être mobilisés.
The experts who will be present will come to discuss the problematic from an educational perspective to allow the actors to have the opportunity to be better edified to allow the issue to no longer be a concern in the long term.
Ne soit plus un objet d'inquiétude dans la durée.
The forum scheduled for April 2 to 5, 2024 will focus on activities related to the land, urban planning, industry, agriculture and materials, marketing sectors.
And the recent controversy around Cameroonian artist Lady Pons and Congolese singer Fally Ipupa has ignited a fierce debate within the Cameroonian music community. Fans and artists alike have reacted over the non-respect of local artists by the Cameroon Telecommunications Cartel for inviting the Rumba star for a concert. Jazz mogul Richard Bona has also reacted or shared his thoughts on the issue. Kizi Kiga, a student journalist on internship, tells us more.
Lady Pons has taken to social media to call out Cartel for booking a foreign artist to headline a concert in Cameroon. She couldn't withhold her disappointment after seeing Congolese artist Fally Ipupa chosen to headline the mega end-of-year concert organized by Cartel. Lady Pons considers the choice as a disrespect to Cameroonian artists. She says this move by Cartel is so downgrading to the Cameroonian culture and flag bearers. This has sparked lots of controversy among amongst the fans and artists across social media blog space.
It's a fake, it's a false debate, because artists have to go and perform wherever they are invited. And of course, for me, the debate concerning Fally Ipupa coming to have a concert here, it's not a problem for me as such. He's a good artist. Cameroonians love him.
Those who are against Lady Pons don't know what they are doing, because she has all the rights, not only for, but for other artists, according to her post. On the other hand, supporters of Fally Ipupa argue that music transcends borders and cultural boundaries.
In a taxi, in a box, in a bar, people are playing Fally Ipupa, so they love him. And Canal wanted to offer to the client an artist that they love. They love Fally. So that's the problem. If Cameroonian artists think that they have to be loved, it's for the government, the politicians, to take measure to encourage the people to encourage the artists, the local artists.
In Cameroon, we also have artists that are great. We have Petit Pays, Salatiel, Charlotte Dipanda. We have many of them. Richard Bonin, Etienne Bape. There are many. Richard Bonin, a highly respected Cameroonian jazz musician, could not sit on the fence. He called for a respectful dialogue and urged artists to fostering a spirit of collaboration rather than confrontation.
And that report brings us to the end of this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal. The International. But coming up next is the brief with Lil Peugeot. As for me, I will be back same time tomorrow. Good night.